minute ago.
If you'd only been on air like a minute before we started, you'd have seen the dance show. Because why? I've got my ballet shoes on.
He makes me so happy. Now, during the table read, John, I learned so many things about you.
Like what?
I learned that he is so much more than an actor and a host. He's a producer. He's a writer of your third book now?
Well, with my sister, we're going on fourth book, third one coming out.
Oh, fourth book. He has a line of skincare products. What else do you have?
Oh, well, we've got the skincare products. I've also got, I'm a recording artist. I do my own concert tours. I write the shows. I produce them myself. I'm bringing my concert tours to the U.S., hopefully. If I become popular enough, Mom!
He does it all. I'm jealous. So jealous, but I love it. No.
You know what? I'll send you some of my music. How's that?
Okay.
No?
I heard you singing. No, I would love some of your music, but you promised me a book at Comic-Con, and I still haven't gotten it.
I left you a book at Comic-Con.
No,
you know
you
what?
didn't.
Somebody here stole it.
Vinny!
Vinny?
Vinny stole it. Give me my book back.
Just blame it on Vinny. Blame it on the Vin man. Blame it on the Vin. Blame it on the Vin man. Blame it on the Vin.
It's
Blame
Vinny.
it on the Vin man.
It's
Blame it on the
Vinny.
Vin.
Vinny did it.
Vinny
stole it.
Vin is the crook who stole the book.
Vinny's the crook who stole it.
All right, sorry. One thing I can't do is rap.
Me neither. I'm right there with you. Let's go around the net.
Yeah.
End of the summer hot dogging where wannabe Fonzie attempts to impress all the neighborhood kids by doing a bike jump.
Ooh, is it over a shark?
No, technically it's not over anything.
Oh my God, I can't look. I can't.
Yeah.
Come here. He's a freaking daredevil.
Oh my God.
Dude just ate the concrete.
He did.
You know what? Remember when you learned about geometry and angles and you thought to yourself in school, I'm never going to need this in the real world? Well, this is why you go to college or at least finish middle school.
Yes, I used to love geometry. That was my favorite subject.
How do you bisect an angle?
I don't remember. But I knew in high school. That was a long time ago.
Okay.
I'm in 72. I am. I just look good for my age. Sure. My favorite thing about that video, though, and we didn't show it in this. Stop snorting!
You made me laugh.
You make me laugh. Is that the kid's response right after is not, oh my God, is he okay? Oh my God, is he dead? It's, this will be great for YouTube.
And look.
And we're enabling him. We're enabling them. Yay. And now here's a really special sanitation helper for public restrooms. You can't laugh before it. It may or may not be effective.
Remember the last time you used a public restroom? Tired of makeshift options that just don't work? Introducing Potty Packs, the portable toilet seat cover and toiletry system that prevents your skin and clothing from touching the toilet seat and bowl when using a public restroom. Simply place the Potty Pack seat cover right on top of the toilet seat before using a public restroom. And when you're done, just wipe clean, fold it up, and go. Unlike messy toilet paper or those flimsy paper seat covers, Potty Packs is made of a durable yet comfortable nylon material, so the next time you have to use a public restroom, protect your potty with the Potty Packs.
There are so many things that are wrong with that commercial, but first off, can we just go back to the toilet? What the hell happened in there? It looks like finger paint. How can you get it on the underside of the toilet? I don't know what was going on with that toilet, but that is the dirtiest toilet I've ever seen, and I have seen a lot of dirty toilets.
Let's go finger paint with poo.
What they were doing.
The toilet was like some primeval territorial marking zone.
That's horrible. I mean, that's Horrible.
If she was a good mother, actually, she would take her kid to another toilet.
Instead of the really dirty one, just go to the clean one next
let's
door.
go to the most rank toilet in the place.
And then you fold up the thing and you have like poop on the bottom of it. Who wants to carry that around?
And then you put it in your handbag and you got a poop bag all day.
Who wants a poop bag? Not me. I guess y'all do.
No.
And now, something really wonderful. The community site Reddit recently challenged people to pair songs with animated GIFs, and the user Rasta Pasta has created an amazing compilation of the very best. I think you'll agree each of these creative pairings is a perfect matchup.
Disrespect your surrounding. Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? Now you're a mile. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
Wow.
Wow.
And that is all the net we have to go around.
Still ahead, we'll learn how HBO has made Norway the happiest nation in all the land. Hint, it involves naked people and dragons, so stick around.
Yay! Naked people and dragons?
Yay!
Love it!
Summer may be over, but AOTS is still bringing the heat with special guest hosts like Kumail Nanjiani, Dave Holmes, Michael Costa, and Ben Schwartz.
Hey there! Here's some good news. If you love watching beheadings and dwarfs having sex but don't want to pay for cable TV, you're in luck. HBO is finally debuting a $12 a month online-only service. Yeah, there's just one catch. You have to move to Scandinavia. While U.S. consumers have been pleading with HBO for a web-only subscription service so they can stop torrenting episodes of Games of Thrones, residents of Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and Finland are getting HBONordic.com, a hooty-dooty-doo. Even the Vikings are happy to pay a nominal fee for unlimited access to naked women covered in dragons. Great! HBO Nordic is yet another reason that Scandinavian countries are healthier, happier, and more progressive than us. In fact, a 2012 study found that Scandinavian countries took the top 4 spots on the United Nations' first ever World Happiness Report. And do you know why?
Why?
Because Scandinavians can watch people talk about medieval battle strategy while they're having explicit sex for just $12 a month. That wasn't a very big yo. As you may have noticed, the economy is in the dumper. Yeah. The finger-painted dumper. The signs are all around you, no, literally, like this one in Ohio, that a man put up for his job-seeking wife. The billboard cost $700 and hasn't yielded any jobs yet. But undoubtedly, her email address, hiremywife@yahoo.com, has been flooded with all kinds of interesting pro bono offers. And if it hasn't yet, it will now. Times are also tough north of the border. Canada's most daring criminals just made off with millions of dollars worth of their greatest national resource, maple syrup. Canada's Ocean's 13 was undoubtedly dressed to the full nines. Canadian tuxedos when they made off with $30 million worth of the stuff. Had they been able to knock over the entire supply stored at the warehouse, Canada would have lost more than 1/10 of its entire syrup harvest. I know, and that would have plunged our northern neighbor into an horrific Mad Max apocalypse.
There has been too much violence. Just walk away. Give me the maple syrup, the taps, and cute little jugs, and I'll spare your lives. Just walk away. Also, do you have any pancakes?
Well, Lord Humongous, if it's flapjacks you want, you're going to have to come to America. We have plenty. Yee-haw! But if you want the most damning evidence that times are tough, let's talk about the hardships of our greatest working class heroes. Strippers! A strip club in upstate New York is in hot water after an audit found they owed back taxes on admissions and private lap dances. But they're trying to skip the bill by claiming that stripping is an art form. Now look, we all know that the thing Savannah does with her legs is pretty amazing. But art? The Night Moves Club describes itself as, quote, an upscale non-alcoholic juice bar and independent artist collective, while others describe it as, quote, a windowless building with a small stage and a pole. Night Moves is arguing in the New York Court of Appeals that its new dancers are artists because live artistic performances are tax exempt. And I say to this, nice move, Night Moves! First off, I do not want to pay taxes on lap dances. Right now, it's a nice even $20 for a private show. If I've got to start paying 21.4 cents, where the hell am I supposed to put the pennies? But more importantly, if stripping is tax exempt, I'm really excited to hear the new announcements.
Yeah. So far.
Visiting us from Nevada. She's a tax-free special economic zone. Please welcome Destiny. Gentlemen, please make a charitable donation to charity and really write one off. She's got 4 hungry child tax credits at home. Amber here is listed as a non-profit. She's got 2 huge exemptions. And while she might have a lot of mileage on her, don't worry, it's all been properly logged. None of our dancers have marital deductions and can be enjoyed in quarterly installments. Don't tread on me before you visit Mercedes in the Champagne Room. And remember, no taxation without titillation. Something for the ladies and 10% of the gentlemen. Weston Scott will rev your engines when he goes off-roading in Vegas. So sit tight and tip your waitresses. Make it rain in hurricanes. Got the sauce, take a little bit off. Cut the chain, got 5 that pay. Got GTs with the road, real deep down.
Dirty.
Now, it's a well-known fact that you can do almost anything in Vegas. So why sit behind a roulette wheel when you could sit behind these wheels? This is how I get dirty in Vegas. Strap in and get dirty with Vor, a.k.a. Vegas Off-Road Experience, where you can tear up the Nevada Badlands in a custom-built 4x4. Packages start at $299, and depending on what type of experience you want, the sky's the limit. So, Mike, tell me about the Vegas Off-Road Experience.
We're on 163 acres of what I like to call the testosterone theme park. We've just built our very own short course track, and we have SVT Ford Raptors, purpose-built Vor trucks, and we like to have a lot of fun over here.
That sounds like one giant bachelor party waiting to happen.
We do lots of bachelor parties, and they love it.
With close to 300 horsepower on these, where's my speed going to be?
Well, your top speed is real close to 100 miles per hour.
Wow.
But, you know, it's not really about top speed out here. Yeah, you can go really fast, and when you're flying 100 miles per hour over big divots and whoop sections, it's pretty crazy. But the real thing this truck has is a torque, which gets you over those jumps. For a big 40-foot jump out there, I never like letting off the throttle. And I just push that throttle all the way down. So you just tap that brake, keep the throttle down, you're good to go.
I want to drive one.
All right, let's do this. Let's get you a suit, let's get you a helmet, and let's get rolling.
So we're on the test track now. Any last tips, Mike?
Take it easy at first, get used to your truck, get used to your suspension, and then we'll let you open it up.
I've got my uncomfortably tight suit on. Vehicle's ready. My personal challenge, I want to see if I can get this baby 10 feet off the ground. If I can do somewhere in there or hit that, I'll be stoked. I'll be happy for the day.
Got your fresh air, radio communication.
There's a little bit of the anticipation slash hesitation factor. Taking that corner, stepping into the accelerator. Failure. I'm only at about 6 feet, Mike is saying, so.
What you want to do is get more speed going into the jump.
So gas it, take the corner at as much acceleration as I can. Okay, I just got to work on getting more speed. Trying to give her everything she's got right now. I got this floor. Woo! I don't know that I've ever done something that much fun in Vegas with my clothes on. Vor has just turned me on to off-roading in a new way. The jumps were awesome. It's a lot of horsepower. My adrenaline levels are up. Tell my buddies about it and we'll be back. Caught me riding dirty. Ah, get the dirt out. Oh, my dirt. Oh, they caught me riding dirty. Woo! Oh, riding dirty. Riding dirty. Woo!
All the news you need to know.
It's Thursday, September 6th, and here are your top stories. Remember when Amazon teased us with rumors of a new Kindle last week? Yeah. Well, the company held a press event this afternoon, and they did not disappoint. They released a new e-reader called Kindle Paperwhite, and this thing is incredible, you guys. It has 25% more contrast than last year's Kindle Touch, and 62% more pixels than the earlier models, and get this, it packs 8 weeks of battery life. That's right, the battery lasts 2 freaking months. Now it's just $119 for the Wi-Fi version and $179 for the 3G model, and you can pre-order yours today for an October 1st shipping date. I can't wait. Yeah. Now, if you don't trust Verizon's claims of super speedy 4G, don't worry, the FCC has your back. Today, the commission launched a new initiative called Measuring Mobile America, which will let you know if your phone's mobile data performance lives up to the dollars you pay for it every month. Yeah, the FCC is partnering with companies like AT&T and Sprint, as well as public sector researchers, to track broadband performance so consumers can get some accurate information. With this data, we'll be able to look past flashy and often false advertisements and make an educated decision as to which provider really is better. Yes. Word is the FCC has done a study like this in the past with home broadband, but apparently it resulted in some significant performance improvements and better offers for consumers. But this will be the first time the FCC has included mobile broadband. Now we won't know the findings until it publishes a report. But my fingers are crossed that the results are good for my data plan. Yeah. Yes, thank you. All right. Good. Thank you, John. I'm glad. Don't double. That's bad luck with the double. Just one. All right, I've got a bunch of entertainment news to cover. Rumor has it that Warner Brothers will include a director's cut of The Dark Knight Rises when it's released on Blu-ray. Yes, the extended cut is said to be 30 minutes longer and will include more details of Bane's origin as well as extended screen time for Ra's al Ghul. If true, the director's cut would be over 3 hours long. Who am I kidding? I'm still going to watch it. And the iconic murderous toy Chucky is making a comeback. Yes, evil doll will star in the 6th installment of the Child's Play franchise titled Curse of Chucky. The film won't be released until next year, but fans of the series will be happy to know that the original voice of Chucky has signed on, and that the filmmakers will continue the tradition of using an animatronic doll instead of computer graphics. Yes. And finally, here's the trailer for what's going to be the greatest film of all time, or the greatest fail of all time. Check out the latest trailer for Wachowski's siblings' new brain-bending epic, Cloud Atlas.
This is the Cloud Atlas Sextet?
I doubt there's more than a handful of copies in all of North America.
But I know it. I know it.
That's it. The music from my dream.
There are whole movements I wrote imagining us meeting again and again in different lives, in different ages.
I can't explain it, but I knew when I opened that door,
a powerful deja vu ran through my bones. I heard it in a dream. I was in a nightmarish cafe, and the waitresses, they all had the same face.
No reason to hide. I know you are Sonmi 451.
yesterday, my life was headed in one direction. Today, it is headed in another. You ever think the universe was against you? Fear, belief, love, phenomena that determine the course of our lives. These forces begin long before we are born and continue after we perish.
Our lives are not our own. We are bound to others, past and present. And by each crime and every kindness, we birth our future.
I won't let you go again. I believe there is another world waiting for us, a better world. And I'll be waiting for you there.
Cloud Atlas will be in theaters October 26th. I am Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. And now over to you guys. Thank you, Sarah.
Hold the phone. We've got tweets.
We do have tweets.
Yeah, look right there.
Read one.
Okay, we've got, hey Candace, you want to see something bad? Watch Train Spotting. That'll be the worst dumper you'll see. Love ya. And
What do you mean, the worst dumper I'll ever see?
Well,
I haven't seen it.
he dives into a toilet and swims, and it's full of lots of stuff.
Why would he do, what?
Just don't worry about it. Just see the movie. Just see the movie.
Sounds great.
And we've got, wow, tuning into hashtag AOTS for the first time this week, and I just noticed that the face of Bo is this week's hashtag guest host.
Yeah! And for that tweet, everyone on the Twitter wall is getting, oh gosh, I'm so bad at graphics, a copy of the highly anticipated Borderlands 2 360. It's got 4 all-new characters and online co-op. Oh yeah, and if that's not enough, how about a bajillion new guns? I know y'all like that.
I love bajillion. If you want to be part of the show and end up on the Twitter wall, tweet us at AOTS or hashtag AOTS.
Yeah, you did it. Yeah. Stay tuned. Sons of Anarchy star Maggie Siff will be here for our exclusive new season.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Borderlands 2. Pre-order now, in stores September 18th. Rated M for mature.
Today is the queen of the motorcycle gang on Sons of Anarchy, which means we both know a lot about having powerful machines between our legs. Welcome to the show, Maggie Siff, everybody! I have to apologize there because I jumped the gun a little. I'm so excited to have you on the show that I actually spoke right over the wonderful acting job you did there.
Oh, no.
So I apologize.
Please.
Because you might beat me up. How do you like the chairs?
I like the chairs. I don't feel like I'm sinking too far into them. I have a nice lift here. Thank you.
Yesterday I sat in them and I sank down, and I thought today we should just be a little more upright.
You requested some Fernie pads.
That's exactly right. She knows all the lingo, everybody.
I know the lingo. I do.
All right, Sons of Anarchy.
Yes.
You've been heard saying that it's a completely different show from all the rest out there. What is it that makes it so different?
I always describe it. To me, it feels like a graphic novel, like on a screen, and I don't think that's something we've ever seen before. It's big, it's Greek, it's pulpy, it's violent, but there's also this like big family drama at the heart of it that feels really real. And the violence sort of goes all over the place. So it has these like surreal, over-the-top elements combined with these like super heartfelt relationships.
Do you think that's what makes shows work nowadays? Because a lot of shows, whether they're sci-fi or they're dealing with a particular subject matter, it has to have a core story. And do you think that kind of family element to it, is that what makes it work?
I think it is. I mean, I think one of the things that makes our show work is that there are many different things for many different kinds of people to attach to. So, like, the people who want the hardcore violence and the blood, they get that. And then, the women who want the relationships between the men and the women and the intimacy get that. And it kind of adds up to something that catches fire, I think, in the culture.
Now, Tara is the character you play, and I have also read that it's one of the hardest characters to write.
Yeah, I've been told that.
What makes her so difficult?
Well, Kurt has called her the window through which the audience can kind of relate to these guys. She's sort of the girl who knows better. Like, she should get out of Dodge, but she won't. She loves this man, and so he needs to. I think that's why she's difficult to write, because she lives in this morally ambiguous place.
Now, I have to ask, in season 5, are we going to, just two things, are there going to be more nudity? Is there going to be more nudity and more explosions?
Yes.
Are there any surprises you can tell us? Anything like maybe a little bit of an Easter egg you can drop for somebody, or a spoiler, or that you're allowed to talk about?
I'm going to say that Gemma. I'm going to say that you see some skin on Gemma this season. Like, she really she has a very sexy season, and Charlie Jax always has a sexy season. So you'll get to see his ass, probably. I'm just saying, there's generally...
Can I have the episode and scene number, please?
There's generally one show where it's like the show about Charlie's ass. I try to hide my ass. I'm like, Charlie, you go over there and turn around. That's what they want.
Sons of Anarchy, the ass show. I love it. I love it. Now listen, there's a lot of maiming, a lot of things happening to the characters.
Yes.
You almost got by scot-free until the hand.
Yeah, nobody gets off scot-free.
So you're not gonna be able to be the doctor. What's gonna happen?
I don't know. Even I mean, that's sort of like what's progressing right now in the season. We shot that scene last year, and it was like a truly terrifying scene.
Did they
shoot.
rig the door specially for, or something for your hand?
Yes, they rigged the door. So the whole camera crew was in this truck that I was in, and we were driving rather fast, and they rigged the door so that it slammed shut, but like ended like there. So it was like, a centimeter away from my actual hand. So it it almost actually closed on my head. Anyway, they assured me, like the crew, they swore up and down that they would not actually maim my hand. But it was, ooh, who did that to you?
I slammed mine in a door just like yours, but I wasn't going so fast. Listen, Sons of Anarchy, awesome show. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah,
everybody, Maggie Siff! Hey! Over to you, Candace. I was enjoying looking at Maggie. I'm sorry.
What about me? Still ahead. Take a picture. It lasts longer. Matt Meyer, Rachel introduce Olympus's new compact camera and gadget prime.
On the next Attack of the Show.
Actor and funny man Kumail Nanjiani takes over the show as co-host for the week. And he'll be chatting it up with actress Rachel Lee Cook, who will be here live with the latest on her show, Perception. Then on DVDuesday, Chris Gore sharpens his axe for Snow White and the Huntsman and busts out his gaming skills with the Tetris Dock Ecstasy of Order. Plus, Matt Meyer rates Motorola's latest phone, the Photon Q, on Gadget Prime. And Jessica Chobot stocks up on ammo when she sits down with the cast of Resident Evil Retribution.
It's on the next Attack of the Show.
I'm Tyler Shields, and I'm a photographer.
Tyler Shields is one of the most well-known stars in the world of photography. His photos have been featured and sold all over the world for hundreds of thousands of dollars a piece. So how did he go from making skate videos with his friends to becoming one of the most prominent artists of the internet generation?
I started out as a music video director. My first couple of jobs were rap videos, which was funny because I was 17 at the time. And then when I was 18, I did a music video with Ghostface Killah. I'd been shooting some videos, like skate videos, and my friends like jumping off buildings and just whatever kind of craziness we could film. And a friend of mine knew Ghostface. And so I just called him up on the phone and I was like, I'm the hottest young music video director in the world and I want to direct a music video for you. And then I met him and somehow I convinced him that I was that.
Soon thereafter, Tyler shifted his focus to photography. He started posting some of his photos on MySpace and they were an instant success.
Without social media, my career would not exist. Period. If you had a MySpace page a long time ago when it first started, you couldn't put a picture like on your profile, and I created a code so that you could put mine on it, and mine was the only one you could put on it. So people it was like 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 in a week. I had an image that was a couple kissing in front of a train that had 157 million views on my MySpace page.
It wasn't long before major magazines took notice of Tyler's work. But they were initially worried his no-holds-barred style wouldn't fit with their old-school sensibilities.
When I first started, I met with a couple heads of magazines, and one of them I met like the owner of a very big magazine. And he's like, okay, so how do you, what do you want to do? And I said, all right, I want to just take people into crazy places and just shoot them, and that'll be it, and you can put the pictures in the magazine. And I remember he laughed at me. And he said, you will never get a celebrity to do anything outside of a studio, which obviously he was clearly wrong about that. It was then that I realized that I had to go a completely different route.
Publishers may not have been ready to embrace Tyler yet, but Hollywood certainly was. He made a name for himself by shooting some of the most famous actors in the world.
One part of it is people come to me because they want to do something different and they're excited about doing something for the sake of art. It's not like we're doing a magazine cover where they have to wear the specific dress. Like, we're doing something that we both want to do, that we're both excited about, and then it opens up a whole new world for you. As an actor, I mean, that's your dream.
But Tyler's most popular photos might also be his most controversial. His work with actors like Lindsay Lohan, Misha Barton, and Heather Morris from Glee has sparked outrage from people who accuse him of glorifying violence against women.
Recently I shot Heather Morris from Glee, and she had a black eye. And I got 25,000 death threats a day for probably a week. People were writing me things that were so vile. I didn't know thoughts could come out of teenagers' minds. I mean, horrible things. Women writing me that they're going to cut my insides out because I use meat in a photo. I think it's absolutely hilarious that a photo of an actor with a piece of raw meat would make somebody sit down and write me a 4-page email about how they'd like to kill me and then cook me.
But controversy has only fed the public's interest in Tyler's work. In just a few short years, he's elevated himself from MySpace sensation to worldwide phenomenon. And don't expect him to slow down anytime soon. Tyler recently published his first novel and is getting ready to direct his first feature film in September. But he's still focused on photography and has no plans to stop pushing the limits of the medium anytime soon.
I have a series that I'm working on right now, which is the craziest series I've ever done. Hopefully it'll be a gallery that'll go LA, New York, Paris, London, and then it might be its own book as well. It's crazy. Like, people are doing some crazy for it.
Whatever it is, we can't wait to see what the future holds for Tyler and his unique voice.
And now a camera sent down from Mount Olympus, or possibly just by manufacturer Olympus. And it's Matt Myra.
Hey, how are you?
Matt, what do you have for me today?
Well, I guess we're talking photography on this program here. We got a camera. People talking about cameras, right? You got a camera phone. Everyone's got 8 megapixels on their phone. Maybe they want to jump up. This is the thing to do it. This is the Olympus EM. Now, hang on. OM EM 5D. It's a lot of letters, but the point is, it's you don't have to lug around a big DSLR, and this is it. Here's some more info on the OMD EM5. Looking for a compact, high-quality shooter? Then the Olympus OMD EM5 may be your next camera. This Micro Four Thirds camera features a 16-megapixel sensor, shoots 1080p video, and has a 3-inch OLED touch display. And that's all packaged in a retro-style magnesium alloy and aluminum design. This new camera can be yours, starting at $1,000. That's just for the body.
Really?
$1,000, yeah. Let's talk about this camera. This is the Olympus. Now, this is the OM model, which was popular in the 70s. I don't know if you guys remember this camera. You're probably too young, kids. John? I remember it, too. This is the, remember the camera had the black and the silver up top and that huge dial you had to crank? Yeah. This is it, but digital. I love the look of this. It's a nice update of the design. Because if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
That's what I say. The design's great. I like the feel of it. It's a magnesium alloy button body. The buttons are positioned perfectly for your fingers. Some of them feel a little bit mushy, but it's no big deal. Yeah, go ahead and play with that, John. That's set that off camera. When we come back, you'll be holding a camera. There we go. Comes with a removable flash, which is not the easiest thing to keep taking on and off. There are 4 covers that cover up the flash thing, so you're going to lose them. You might as well just leave it on. There's also an electronic viewfinder on here, which is great. So you don't have to stick with the screen. You can use the viewfinder itself. And the screen is adjustable. Go ahead.
You know what? Well, I don't know how to move it, but I was just going to say, how is the screen?
The screen is great. Look at that. I can go there. I can go there. Which is good. So if I want to do this, no problem.
Yeah,
no problem.
And you will not have chins.
I have 2. It pops out. It's really easy. This is a great design for the camera. I really like the design of the screen. Again, the body's sealed, actually. So what that means is if you're out in the rain, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not totally, don't dump it in water, kids.
Yeah.
But if you're out and it starts to rain,
I heard the camera's sealed, Dad.
If you drop it, I've dropped it a couple times because that's what I do with things, and it held up.
Don't even say that to me because I will hold it here and drop it. And we'll see if it works.
Let's not do that now.
No. The OMD is meant to compete with other digital SLRs,
Yeah.
so how are the pictures?
I think the pictures are actually really good. So let's take a look. It's a 16.1 megapixel sensor. This is outside of the beautiful flowers we like to shoot.
Nice.
I should be a nature photographer. It's got ISO 200 to 25,600. Those are huge ISO settings. If you're not familiar with that, that's just going to tell you how much light you're going to get in there. That's David pretending to smile at things. The camera performed well indoors as well as outdoors. The macro shots are great. They're easy to use. It's got a macro setting. That's Bernardo pointing 2 fingers.
Yeah.
He was happy. He probably had some food. That's what he does. This camera has a number of settings. It's easy to use. You get for new shooters. What's nice about this is the auto setting is good, but if you want to go more advanced, you can literally manipulate anything, any setting you've ever heard of on a camera, you can change on this.
Is on that.
Yeah, it's great. You can even adjust the shadow depth, which is a thing that I didn't know existed.
Look, a lot of people are, shooting short films or doing stuff for online. I mean, I know I shoot a lot of movies and stuff with my camera. Is it any good as a movie camera or for videos?
It shoots. The video's solid, but it's not going to be that film look you get with the bigger Canons and stuff like that. The quality's pretty decent. So if you're on vacation and you want to show your dad wearing weird shorts or something, go for it. Turtles hanging out at the pond, they look good. It does really well in bright light. Video's crisp, the colors are good, but in dim light it wasn't that great. The autofocus too is always trying to find its focus. So that was a little bit of a problem. But if you're a serious shooter, you should look at a camera like the Sony NEX7 or the Canon DSLRs that we love and enjoy very much.
I have a camera that's a kind of a retro-looking one. It's a German brand, and it's really, really good. And I really like the look of this.
I like when I'm a big fan of just retro styling. Like when it looked good, you know, in the 70s, it's going to look good today.
And it had that cover that you
Unless
put
you're
over.
Burt Reynolds.
Well, let's not go there. And now it's got interchangeable. Can you buy other lenses for this? Or
Yeah, you sure
only
can.
what it comes with?
No, this is a kit. This kit's $13.50. This comes with this is the movie kit for shooting movies. You can get a bunch of different lenses. There's also adapters you can buy, so if you have other lenses.
See, if they say it's the movie kit, then why didn't they spend more time on making the movie making and that imagery better than just the pictures?
You'll have to run that up Mount Olympus and find out.
I will. Well, listen, you can get the Olympus OMD EM5 with the 1255mm lens for $1,350.
Yeah.
And I need to know, Matt, what's the verdict?
We are giving it a 4 out of 5 because, it's a very powerful camera for its size. It's actually the fastest mirrorless camera we've tested, so shot to shot, it's quick. Images are very good. The design and durability of the body, that's one of the things I'm really, really happy with. And the pictures look good, but the price is really holding it back from a 5 out of 5. $13.50. If you're in that territory, you're going to think, I'm going to get a DSLR. And you know what? Go for it.
I'll let you buy it for me.
All right. You got it.
Thanks, everybody, to Matt. Yay! That's it for today's Gadgetron.
Why don't we see what's up with the Twitter wall?
All right.
Count the money. The
Okay.
high five sound effect guy has really been on his game the last few weeks. Well done. Give that man a raise.
Hey.
I like it. Do you want to read?
Yeah, and then we've got, I think all AOTS fans should thank Team Barrowman for giving us all six-pack abs for laughing so much this week. Thank you, sir.
I agree. I have not laughed this much in such a long time.
Matt missed that boat. That's all right, buddy. You'll get there.
Okay.
You will get there.
Should I just do crunches?
Yeah, just do crunches. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I've had a great time this week.
For those tweets?
For those tweets, you're going to get Hollow Earth, which is the new book that my sister and I have written by John Barrowman and Carol E. Barrowman. This is actually a pre-release copy. It is out on October 29th. It's a story about twins who have powers. They are animare. They can bring animation to life or put people or themselves into animation. And we're very proud because it's the first time my sister and I have sold books in the UK. And we're both, you know, as I said before, I'm chuffed, and that's the only reason I say it. We're best-selling authors there. This is something that we're really proud of. It's out in the U.S. And Attack of the show, you guys are getting your first taste of it. So.
Do I get one too, please? And sign it. Sign it for me.
Hey, you don't get
You
one.
are giving me
really
one.
don't.
You are giving me one of these.
I'll find a way for it.
Do.
No, listen, can I just say thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
I've really had a pleasure.
I adore you.
I've had a
So
great
much
time.
fun. Thanks also to Maggie Stipp, Sarah Underwood, Weston Scott, and Matt Myra. What were you going to say?
I was going to say I'll come back anytime you want me to come back.
I'm happy all the time.
And let's hear it for the audience